Class 0620 Chemistry, and today we'll be starting with a subject introduction. Okay, so first we have the papers themselves. Okay, so first we have paper 2. First we'll just go through with core and extended. So you'll have mocks. If you get good grades, you'll get into extended. If you don't get good grades, you'll get into core. Core has like the maximum grade is a C. In extended you can get up to an A star, the normal thing. Okay, I'll just start out with extended. Okay, so we have paper 2, then we have paper 4, and you have paper 6. Okay, so paper 2, multiple choice questions. 4 options, you have one question, you choose one of them. One of them is right. 40 marks, 40 questions, and obviously just like the other two, it's also externally assessed, like, because it's a board exam. So 40 marks, 40 questions, 30% of your grade. And this is like the catch kind of thing. Like, the questions will be hard, medium, easy. There'll be all sort of questions. You might start out with the easier ones, and as you progress, you will also notice like it goes from the first chapter to the last chapter. The main problem is like completing this in 45 minutes. Obviously you need to time yourself, and that's the part where you have to practice. Okay. Then we go with paper 4. Paper 4 is like the part where you have to write, like the short answers. This part is like really important because this spells out the entire paper. Then we have 50% of your grade. This is like the most important thing, because this is 30, this is 20, like again this is 50. 50 is like half your grade. I said that right. So 80 marks, 1 hour 15 minutes, pretty much covers the whole syllabus, just like the other two. And then we have paper 6. This is like, you won't be doing a practical, meaning you won't be doing paper 5. This is like doing the whole thing in the lab. If they'll tell you put this in test tube, measure the mass and stuff, you won't be doing that. You will be given data and you have to tell them what, like, for example, they tell you like you want to measure out like 250 ml of a particular solution, or what will you be using? You'll be using measuring cylinder, or you'll be using a pipette, or obviously you won't be using a pipette, but for example, you'll be using something to measure it, right? Like that kind of stuff. They'll be asking you what you need to do. Like, you'll be writing down experimental procedures. And the last question in this is like pretty long. You have to write an entire like kind of an essay kind of thing. You will also have to draw graphs, and the graphs will be like straight line graphs. And you'll have we'll see that as we study along. Then we have I'll come to this in a minute. Okay, then we have this part, knowledge and understanding. Okay, scientific phenomena, facts, and this is the stuff you need to memorize. Okay, scientific vocabulary. Now this is the stuff that's gonna like earn you marks in your exam. Like, in mark schemes there's like underlined stuff. This is the part where you get like the exact underlined stuff, and then you get your marks from that. This is particularly important for paper 6. Now this one is like sort of out of the box kind of stuff. Then we have subject content. Then we have handling of information. This is like that kind of stuff that you find in paper 6, the graph stuff. And obviously this part, when taken along with this, covers like the entirety of paper 4. Like, you have to read the question once, twice. You have to get like, what are they asking you for, like you have to find out. Then this is pretty much like general stuff. Then we have this one, demonstrate knowledge of how to select and safely use technique. This one. Now this one is like also related to paper 6, where you need like safety procedures and stuff. Like for example, this is something that I'm going to talk about. Like, there's some like less coming stuff in this. Like, it will be really new sometimes. Like, why do you heat sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid in a larger beaker than its actual volume, because so that it doesn't spit out. Acids are concentrated and they spit out. So that's a problem. That's why we like that kind of stuff. Then interpret and evaluate experimental observations. This is all related to paper 6. We'll be doing all of this when we'll be covering the syllabus. Now here's your syllabus. Okay, States of matter. This is pretty much what you studied like your entire life in chemistry, like the three sciences combined, and you must have studied this. Then it's just that, except like you relate this to energy, atoms, elements, and compounds. Pretty much self-explanatory. You just need to like know what atoms are, elements are, what the properties of elements are, how an element is different from a compound, and yeah, what compounds are. We'll be doing that along the way. Then this comes like this is something that some people actually find hard. Now this and this are like regularly rumored to be like extremely hard and stuff, right? You might have seen memes about organic chemistry. This is not hard. This is easy. This part especially is easy. Like organic chemistry in IGCSE is not particularly hard. Okay, once you go up in levels, like you go to your bachelor's or master's, then it'll be hard. But for now, it's just pretty straightforward. So you don't need to worry about anything. Now this is like one of the longest chapters in the syllabus. Electrochemistry, kind of hard. Once you get it, you'll get it. It'll be fine. Then comes chemical energetics, exothermic, endothermic reactions. The entirety of that, it has just graphs and stuff. Chemical reactions has reactions of acids and metals and stuff. Like this is also related to this and this, but this also has like the Haber process and a reversible reaction, Le Chatelier's principles. It just sounds hard. It isn't hard. Then this comes the longest and most important chapter of the syllabus. Like you will go to any paper 2, paper 4, paper 6, you will find at least 15 or 25% of the entire paper from this chapter. Now there's also a salt scheme in this that you need to memorize. This is also pretty hard. Not hard, like you need to like study for this. Then we have the periodic table. This is pretty straightforward. You just have to like know the properties of group 1, group 2, transition metals, group 7, noble gases. Then we have metals. This is like a pretty long chapter, but once you reach here, obviously you will be knowing this chapter properly. Like you'll be doing this in order, right? You'll be knowing this chapter, you'll be knowing this chapter, and you'll find it really easy for this one. You'll also know this chapter because all three are related to this. Then we have chemistry of the environment. This is like pretty much self-explanatory. You look at stuff around you that's related to the environment. Then we have organic chemistry, and this is like carbon compounds. Like all of it is carbon compounds. That's it. And reactions of those carbon compounds. Like this is obviously like the second or third longest chapter after like 7 and 4. But yeah, you will do it. It's pretty fine. It's not that hard. Then we go with this experimental techniques and chemical analysis. You need practice for this. You just do paper 6s again and again, and you'll get it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.